Hi, everyone. Today's the last trading day of January. We just had some heavy hitters come out, and that's pulled the market a little bit lower in the Qs. But the SPY that we're looking at right now, this measured move, remember I just took this box, replicated it, and put it on top of here, shows us that we've got ourselves some motion. We've got ourselves some motion that says, hey, I might actually retrace into my trend line. So where is that? Listen, below this 488.74, we've got heavy congestion, meaning we've run through all 4 of these days, and these 2 days up here, if we actually go to the low of the overnight, we actually hit all 5 of these, and we've already bounced off of it once. So if we lose 488, we've got ourselves a step down into 486 and potentially 485. Now, here's the thing. We've got FOMC today. It's going to be volatile. The big day is going to be tomorrow. So on our Zoom for the Benzinga Pro platform members, what we're going to be doing is watching this space to say, hey, what's going on here? Can I position into the move that might happen tomorrow? And I think what we're going to try to do is find ourselves an interesting position. I have some ideas, but we'll talk about it later. Lines in the sand, 486, 488, 485. Above us, 489, and then 490. All right, sideways action. You're going to be quick or you're going to be dead. This formation here tells me since the overnight range, what we are looking for is sideways breakout. So below 488, more sellers come in. Above 489.50, or buyers come in. Okay, and so that's what we're looking for in SPY. Let's go to Qs. Same sort of thing. We had a lot of big tech. Would we say disappoint? They had earnings. Their earnings were fantastic, but they did move lower off of these edges, and that is due to expectation. I think it's buy the rumor, sell the news here in what the charts are doing. And so my thought is, where are they? Well, they're at the do or die at 420, right? If they lose 420, it's off to 414. Simple as it gets. As simple as it gets. If it recovers 423, we're going to see price action that tries to push back up into 427. But this is a reversion to the mean trade. And my thought is that it should end up somewhere along this trend line event, right? So either down here at the 415 area, that's sort of a round-ish number. And so we'll look at that, and that's what we're staring down in the Qs. All right, right now, intraday motion says the bounces are sellers, and intraday motion is going to hold until we bump into really cross-current congestion. That's my thought. Right now, pre-market says, hey, I just lost this low, 420. I want to try and recover it. So the buyers are going to try and push back in, but I see sell zones ahead. All right, so range-based trading today. Let's look at the 30-minute formation. Same thing. Look at this. First of all, this expanding event is dramatic to me. I have to figure out a way to call out some signals for us that are going to look much more aggressively at watching this move. So we're going to watch for range expansion. So what does that look like? First, we're going to have to see if trend takes over. Does it take over to the upside? Does it come in here and just fill in this low volume node sitting here? That's my thought. We'll have to see. I did not show us that in SPY. Let's get to it. Yeah, we just need to look for a shift in slope. And so far, it looks like we have it. The problem is we're coming into heavy congestion from the past, and traders have been taught over time to buy the dip. All right, let's look at the ES. Yes, doing the same sort of thing. Let's go to a daily here, where we have same sort of thing, right? Not breaking higher, coming into heavy congestion, potentially part of this trend line event from underneath. Dips are still going to be buy zones, so you can try it at the first pass. Take a look at this. Let's zoom in. right? Look at where this is trying to buy. Right here at this action, they're trying to come in and say, hey, let's hold the floor. Let's come on in and see if we can hold this 49.23. All right. How does that look if we're staring down our VWAP bands? Well, here's the thing. At the edge of the VWAP bands, we normally see buyers come in. Trend is a little bit down. What are they going to do? Likely bounce. And we could bounce in a range expansion event. Again, today could be incredibly volatile. I'm saying this, work on the edges, and if the edges fail you, get out. That's all I can say about that. NQ. And when I say work the edges, I mean, if it comes into the base, the 2 or 3 standard deviation line, if you're following trend and you're using the breakout formations, flip your trade off if you've been short, or try the reversal trade if you've been long, holding the prior regions as areas of support or resistance. Notice 1 standard deviation, 2 standard deviations, 3 standard deviations, 4 standard deviations. That's a really nice wide angle that TrendSpider gives us. All right, so watch these edges. To me, the NQ feels very heavy right now. And if people are finally taking profit from the Magnificent Seven, we're going to have ourselves a bit of a rebalancing. So my thought is the following. Listen, as long as this is sideways, buy the dip is still going to work. Once the trend kicks in and you see us testing lower bands here, right? So here we just went to the first standard deviation. Overnight, we almost got to the 3rd standard deviation. Here it is at the 2nd. It breaks down all the way into areas that very naturally have buying zones. And now we're fading again. All right. My thought is downward motion is going to give us the play. All right. Listen, take it easy. FOMC day, a lot of noise coming out, election cycles, trade small, and wait for your setup. All right, everybody, see you on the platforms.